We like to think of history as a straight line, primitive beginnings leading to modern marvels. But what if the past is far messier? What if there are objects that simply don't fit, relics that challenge everything we think we know? These are the out-of-place artifacts, parts, evidence of lost knowledge and forgotten genius. Each one is a riddle, hinting at civilizations and technologies erased from our textbooks. Today we'll journey into the archives of our world to examine these enigmatic objects. They force us to question what we truly know about our own story. The journey begins now. In 1901, a group of sponge divers off the Greek island of Antikythera made a discovery that would forever alter our understanding of the ancient world. Amid the sunken remains of a Roman-era shipwreck, they found a corroded lump of bronze, an unassuming object that would ultimately change the course of history. At first, the artifact was dismissed as little more than debris, just another relic lost to the sea. But as the artifact dried in the open air, cracks began to form, slowly revealing the unmistakable outline of gears and cogs hidden within the corroded mass. This was no ordinary artifact, no simple piece of ancient machinery. It was a machine, an ancient mechanism of stunning complexity, the likes of which had never before been seen from antiquity. Decades of painstaking study using advanced X-rays and CT scans revealed over 30 interlocking bronze gears, some with teeth finer than a millimeter, crafted with a precision that seemed impossible for its time. The Antikythera mechanism could predict the positions of the sun, moon, and planets, track lunar phases with remarkable accuracy, and even forecast eclipses and the timing of the ancient Olympic Games, an astonishing feat for a device built over 2,000 years ago. Its precision rivaled that of clocks and astronomical instruments built 1,000 years later, challenging everything we thought we knew about ancient technology. How did the ancient Greeks, with their limited tools and resources, achieve such a marvel of engineering? The knowledge required to build such a device vanished mysteriously, leaving no trace in the historical record, no manuals, no blueprints, no clear lineage. Was it the work of a forgotten genius, a solitary mind ahead of its time, or evidence of a lost tradition of engineering that once flourished in the ancient world? Some theorize it's a lone survivor from a much wider, now lost, technological heritage, one that may have included other wonders now lost to history. The mechanism's astronomical calculations required not just theoretical knowledge but extraordinary engineering skill, craftsmanship, and a deep understanding of mathematics and astronomy. It forces us to reconsider the ruins of the ancient world, not just as art or architecture, but as evidence of advanced science and technology that may have been far more sophisticated than we ever imagined. The Antikythera mechanism is a silent messenger from a lost world, reminding us that history is not a simple linear story. It's a complex tapestry, woven with brilliant threads of knowledge and innovation, many of which have unraveled and been lost to time. This single object has rewritten a chapter of human history, forcing us to question what else we might have overlooked. It challenges our assumptions about what ancient civilizations were truly capable of, and how much knowledge may have been lost in the tides of time. The past, it seems, held secrets we are only now beginning to rediscover, as new technologies allow us to peer deeper into history's mysteries. What else might be waiting, hidden beneath the dust of ages, ready to reshape our understanding of the world? The Antikythera mechanism stands as proof. The ancients were far more advanced, inventive, and curious than we ever imagined. It's a puzzle that continues to fascinate scientists and historians alike, inspiring new generations to search for answers. And it leaves us with a haunting question: what other marvels, what other stories have we yet to uncover from the depths of history? The story of the Antikythera mechanism is not just about technology, it's about the mysteries, the ingenuity, and the lost knowledge that still lie beneath the surface of history, waiting to be revealed. And as we continue to search, we realize it's only the beginning. In 1938, near the ancient city of Baghdad, archaeologist Wilhelm Koenig made a discovery that would puzzle scientists for generations. While sifting through the dust and ruins of a forgotten world, he unearthed a small, unremarkable terracotta jar, an object that at first glance seemed no different from countless others buried in the sands of Mesopotamia. But inside this humble vessel were clues to a deeper mystery: a tightly fitted copper cylinder, an iron rod, and faint traces of acidic residue clinging to the inner walls. These components, though corroded by centuries underground, hinted at a purpose far beyond simple storage. To modern eyes, the arrangement was strikingly familiar. It resembled a battery, a primitive galvanic cell, astonishingly predating Alessandro Volta's invention by nearly 2,000 years. The idea that ancient people might have harnessed electricity was both thrilling and unsettling. When replicas of the so-called Baghdad Battery are filled with vinegar or grape juice, they produce a small but steady electric current. The effect is modest but undeniable, enough to power a faint light or trigger a reaction. But this raises a tantalizing question. Why would ancient Babylonians need electricity at all? One leading theory is electroplating, the process of depositing a thin layer of precious metal onto another surface. A technique that would have given their jewelry and artifacts a brilliance unmatched by simple gilding. If several of these batteries were connected in series, they could generate enough current to deposit gold or silver onto other metals, explaining the existence of artifacts with unusually fine and durable gilding. Another theory suggests a more spiritual use, religious rituals designed to awe and mystify. Imagine a hidden battery delivering a mild electric shock or causing a statue to glow, creating a divine experience for worshippers and reinforcing the power of the priesthood. Or perhaps in a world where science and magic blurred, it was used for early medical treatments, like a primitive form of electroacupuncture, or to stimulate healing in ways we are only beginning to understand. Of course, not everyone is convinced. Skeptics argue these jars were nothing more than storage vessels, and that the electrical effect is a mere coincidence, a byproduct of corrosion and time. Yet the deliberate arrangement of copper and iron inside the jar seems too purposeful to dismiss as accidental. The craftsmanship suggests intent, not happenstance. The Baghdad Battery remains an enigma, evidence of knowledge that flickered briefly, then vanished, leaving only questions in its wake. Its existence challenges our timeline of discovery, hinting that the ancients may have harnessed forces we long believed were the exclusive domain of the modern world. The true purpose of the battery is lost to time, but its very presence is a spark in the darkness, a glimmer of forgotten ingenuity. It asks us to look deeper, to question what else we might have overlooked in the silent ruins of the past. The Baghdad Battery stands as a silent testament to human ingenuity, and to the secrets still buried beneath the sands of time, waiting to be uncovered. Its story is a powerful reminder that history is full of surprises, and that every discovery has the potential to rewrite what we think we know. Sometimes the simplest objects, overlooked and ordinary, hold the greatest mysteries, waiting patiently for curious minds to unlock their secrets. The Baghdad Battery forces us to reconsider what ancient people truly knew, and how much of their wisdom has been lost to the ages. It's a puzzle that refuses to be solved, a riddle that continues to challenge and inspire. And it's one more crack in the smooth facade of our historical narrative, a reminder that the past is never as simple as it seems. The past, it seems, is always more complicated, more layered, and more mysterious than we can ever imagine. The Baghdad Battery is a question mark carved into the story of civilization, waiting for an answer that may never come. And perhaps, in its silence, it reminds us that some secrets are meant to endure, echoes from a world we are still struggling to understand. In 1929, a fragment of gazelle's skin tucked away in Istanbul's Topkapi Palace stunned scholars and ignited a wave of curiosity: the Piri Reis Map. This mysterious artifact, hidden for centuries among the palace's treasures, would soon challenge everything we thought we knew about the ancient world. Dated 1513, it showed the coasts of Europe, North Africa, and Brazil with uncanny accuracy, decades before much of the New World was charted. The level of detail was so precise that it seemed almost impossible for the time, raising questions about the sources and knowledge available to its creator. Even more puzzling, the map depicted mountain ranges in South America and the llama, an animal completely unknown to Europeans at the time. These details hinted at a level of exploration and contact that official history had never recorded. Piri Reis himself claimed he compiled his map from about 20 different sources, some ancient, some contemporary. He referenced charts from long-lost civilizations, sailors' tales, and even older maps whose origins remain a mystery. The real controversy, however, lies at the map's southern edge, a landmass strikingly similar to Antarctica, drawn centuries before its official discovery by European explorers. Stranger still, the coastline appears ice-free, as it would have been thousands of years ago before the continent was buried under thick sheets of ice. This detail has baffled scientists and historians alike. How could such knowledge exist? Was it luck, or did someone possess ancient records now lost to time? Professor Charles Hapgood theorized the map was based on charts from a lost, advanced civilization that mapped the globe before a cataclysm erased them. He believed these ancient mariners had a sophisticated understanding of geography and navigation. Mainstream historians, however, argue the southern landmass is simply a distorted South America, not Antarctica. They suggest errors in copying or a lack of knowledge about the true shape of the continents. But the map's precision elsewhere makes this hard to accept. The accuracy of the coastlines and the inclusion of details unknown in Europe at the time continue to fuel debate. The Piri Reis Map remains a cartographic enigma, a puzzle that refuses to be solved. It suggests the oceans were highways, not barriers for ancient explorers, vast blue roads connecting distant lands and cultures. Perhaps, long before Columbus, others charted the world with skills and knowledge we've only recently begun to understand again. The map forces us to question the limits of ancient knowledge, and to wonder what else might have been forgotten or overlooked. Was there a forgotten civilization with global reach, whose achievements have been buried by time and myth? Or is this just a coincidence, a quirk of old maps and the imagination of those who study them? The Piri Reis Map is a tantalizing clue, a document that shouldn't exist but does, inviting us to look deeper into our past. It's a reminder that history is full of blind spots, and that every discovery can rewrite what we think we know, and that sometimes the past knows more than we do. The mystery endures, waiting for the next explorer to uncover its secrets. Our final artifact is the most famous and most debated of all, the Shroud of Turin. Housed in Turin's cathedral, this linen cloth bears the faint image of a man, scourged and crucified. For many, it's the burial cloth of Jesus. For others, an inexplicable medieval forgery. The image isn't painted, microscopic analysis shows no pigment or dye. The discoloration sits only on the topmost fibers, and the image contains three-dimensional information, revealed by NASA's VP-8 image analyzer. No one has successfully replicated all its properties. Radiocarbon dating in 1988 placed the cloth in the Middle Ages, but critics argue the tested sample was from a repaired corner, contaminating the results. Other evidence, ancient weaving patterns, pollen from Jerusalem, and real human blood, fuels the debate. The shroud is a contradiction, a forgery no one can explain, a relic that defies science. Is it a miracle, a lost technology, or something else entirely? The shroud forces us to confront the limits of our understanding. It's a silent witness, its image a question science can't answer. Whether authentic or not, it remains the ultimate historical mystery. The Shroud of Turin is a cold case that refuses to close. It challenges both faith and reason. And it reminds us that some mysteries endure no matter how hard we try to solve them. The shroud is more than a relic, it's a riddle. Its story is unfinished, and it continues to captivate the world. The shroud stands as a testament to the enduring power of the unknown. Its secret may never be revealed. We've journeyed from Greek clockwork to Babylonian batteries, from ancient maps to enigmatic cloth. Each artifact is a crack in our historical narrative, a reminder of lost knowledge and vanished genius. They force us to ask, what have we forgotten? What secrets still lie buried? The past is not dead, it whispers through these mysteries. These artifacts are unsolved puzzles, demanding our attention. If these are the ones we've found, how many more wait to be discovered? The search for answers is far from over.